Okay, so this is kind of unexpected. For me, it seems like it's unexpected. So I wasn't the biggest fan of the Stalker games when I checked them out, but this development studio has been going through some crazy, like real life war scenario type of stuff. They are actually in the middle of like the Ukraine war zone. They're trying to make this game through like power outages and bombs going off around them, and big shout out to everybody on this dev team. They also lost one of their developers recently too. That was actually a frontline soldier. Like he's a developer that was working as a frontline soldier. Some crazy situation going on around this game. I've been seeing stuff just popping up on like the news feed on like Twitter and such. Again, big shout out to everyone that's working on this. I might not be the biggest, fan of the series, but absolutely, I want to give a shout out to this game, whether I like it or not. I think everybody should just go and check it out just to help out these guys and girls that are making this through that kind of a crazy situation. I don't know how they're doing it, but they're doing it. And this was actually supposed to be a trailer that they were trying to get done, from what Jeff Keighley was saying in a Twitter space call. They were going to actually have this back for the Game Awards. They just couldn't get it done on time because, of course, their situation that they were going through. So let's check out. It's 2.5 minutes long. Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl. And we're going to check out, see what's going on in this trailer. It's maybe they'll catch my interest and I might just stream it, launch night or something. Let's see what it is. Let's check it out. All right, let's go here. Made in Ukraine. It says on the bottom left hand where my camera is. Demon spirit taking over a soldier.
After years of work, a group of scientists managed to tap into the noosphere, the Earth's informational field. An achievement comparable at best to the conquest of space.
Smooth animation.
Don't want the innocent to suffer? Then help me find the culprit.
And who the fuck are you?
And what do we have a decade later? The Zone. In our image, after our likeness.
Yeah, Chernobyl's always one of those places that's
still lying out there, and I can't even bury them.
I can just imagine what the context of the story is on this, like when you're running through the whole thing, the atmosphere and
Shot
everything.
by loners, found with a stone around his neck, thrown off a cliff, torn apart by dogs. You cannot kill God, just like you cannot get rid of the sky
Wow.
up above. I am blind, but it is you who cannot see.
Okay. It's interesting just to think of like, man, like how they did mocap and everything when you have like these like cinematic scenes with people like standing around talking and all that, like how they even were able to do all this. Like they must have had a majority of this already made before all the conflict began around the studio and all that, or the conflict of the war zone around the studio, I should say. It just, wow, mind blown that they can make it look even this good. It's like geez, like power edges and limited amount of like internet resources and whatnot. And I mean, they're basically, as far as I know, they're making it like themselves in house with no other development teams. This looks great. Like this looks great. Definitely looks better than, because the first soccer game was um it was a while ago. I tried it on stream. I just was like, yeah, like it definitely felt like a product of its time. This feels a little more cinematic. It feels a little more kind of fluid on how much story is being told. A little more effective storyline telling. Again though, like I'd be very curious to see what the whole like atmosphere of this feels like, and how uh just when you're walking through the levels or the streets, or I don't know if this is going to be, it seems like it's kind of linear based, so I'm guessing it's not going to be like Metro where it's very linear, or it's probably going to be like kind of like Metro where it's a little bit more linear than just like free roam out in the full on space and everything. Yeah, it's got some interesting tech running in it, but again, like I give them all the credit in the world for making this, especially in their situation. Definitely just wanted to really make this just a shout out, because again, I don't really have any history with Stalker. I wasn't the biggest fan of the first game, but I definitely just wanted to give them a shout out for like, hey, I just hope you guys are staying safe and making a really cool project and doing what you love, even though you have that situation that you're dealing with. So I just could never understand that situation myself. That's it's a whole different world. But yeah, pretty cool seeing that they're able to make something as through all the tragedy and drama and everything. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this Let's Talk. Game looks fun. Maybe I'll check it out. We'll see. It's got my attention more than the first game did, so that's a plus right there. I couldn't tell you what the story is on it or anything, because I honestly don't remember, because again, it just did, like, the first game just did not really pique my interest too much. But this definitely looks better. It looks more put together than the first game. Again, the first game was a product of its time too. Like, it came out, I think it was early 2000s or to 2010s area, something like that. Again, don't quote me on it. I can't remember. But yeah, 2023. Hopefully they can. I mean, this is definitely subject to change. Who knows what might happen from now until launch with this? It's going to be on all platforms. It looks like IGN's got all their annotation stuff. I can't turn it off either. It looks like, I think it's going to be on every single platform. Epic Games Store to Steam to Game Pass. Oh, it's going to be on Game Pass. Well, yeah, then I'll check it out. If it's on Game Pass, I'll check it out. That's a very easy way of checking games out. So yeah, maybe launch night we'll end up doing something with it on stream. Anyways, this is probably going to be the last YouTube video of 2022, come to think of it. So yeah, with all that being said, I hope everybody had a good year, and I hope you're going into the new year with a whole bunch of big ambitions to do some really cool, crazy stuff. So if this is the last video of 2022, then again, I'll be back soon. Be on the lookout on the channel for a big old video that I'm actually currently working on right now as of today. I'm trying to find the logo. Where is the logo? There's the logo. So yeah, be on the lookout for that on the channel. But yeah, like, subscribe, share everything that you find interesting on the Warwolf YouTube channel here. You can go like the Twitch channel also. Why is the logo not popping up? And again, a big shout out to these guys and girls making Stalker 2. It's amazing work that you're all doing. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, I will see you next time.